This is Teddy. I can count the amount of times I've drawn her old design on one hand. Her hair is supposed to look like a teddy bear. When I first showed her to an old friend group, they had to regretfully inform me that Teddy isn't a conventional girl's name, and her initial design is the 4th drawing on my phone. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, I'm Rose, known as DBDQS on YouTube, and today I will be giving her a fresh coat of paint alongside the other 2 characters I chose for this video. So join me on what somehow became a 1-month journey to give this idea the love it deserves. I don't think I really tried too hard on the other 2, shocking I know, and stay tuned till the end because somehow I accidentally got myself to do a whole digital painting for this very video. And also, don't forget the special announcement. For this first sketch, at first I kinda unknowingly went for a very slightly enhanced version of the second outfit. I think I wanted her to feel like a little kid. After all, she was always in her pajamas in those old drawings, so I might as well, but besides that, I kinda didn't know what to do with her personality. As you can see in this first version, she's kinda just baseline energetic, which is kinda just what little kids are, but 1, she's a little older now, and 2, her personality could definitely use some more depth than that. The bright colors seem to back this up though. For the pose, I drew that hand in a different drawing, and I thought maybe it could apply here? It looks fine, so in that way it works I suppose. At this point, I was staying pretty close to the original teddy bear theming. She has the nose, her body type was a little chubby to kind of mirror a teddy bear, though it doesn't really show through to the sketch too well. It's pretty similar to this old drawing. Perhaps it's because I had no ideas yet, but I thought this was it at the time. Also, based on the previously mentioned nose, I think she was supposed to be an actual bear, but like, she has no ears, fur, or tail. Safe to say, that idea doesn't stay for long. I thought this drawing was pretty recent actually, but this was drawn on August 19th, just about a month ago when recording this. Totally doesn't make me feel old at all, guys. The passage of time, am I right? Speaking of actually, time skipped to the 1st or 2nd day of school, like 2 weeks later. I draw absent-mindedly in my sketchbook because this is the part of the year where there's no real work and it's all icebreakers and attendance. June from one of my stories and Teddy are both on the same page. I look at one character, I look at the other character, I look at one character, I look at the what if Teddy is in the same story as June, and she's Noelle's older sister. I drew them together and it made enough sense for me to continue with that idea. But even still, she doesn't look so different. Until, what if she wasn't just any older sister, but like an irresponsible older sister? And somehow, this changed everything. Not even just her personality. Her silhouette, the way she wears clothes, the hue and saturation of those clothes, her hair color. Safe to say, I like this design a lot more now. It feels more unique. When I was first showing the design to people, they were confused on what the drip pattern on the little top layer is. I am here to clarify that it is actually supposed to look like ice cream. I think it should be more clear now though, because the rainbow sprinkles are now colored. In the final illustration, I wanted something easy for the first of 3. Yeah, perhaps I am attempting to do illustrations for all 3. Continuing on, it's just kinda Teddy hanging out with her newfound sister. Noelle's design has also changed a bit because of Teddy, but it's mostly in her hair though. I haven't really thought about Noelle's home life up until now, but now I'm figuring it out. This is Rain. She has had a grand total of 2 drawings right now, and for the record, her real name is Green Girl with Umbrella. In fact, those are her only defining trait. The only reason I know what any of her colors are is because of this New Year's drawing for New Year's 2020. By the way, for this new design, I've used Rain with a different animal, but I don't give her the one thing that makes it obvious until the illustration. I incorporated it into her design a little bit though. So, can you guess what she is? Ever since I thought to put her in this video, I've been trial and erroring my way through her new design in my sketchbook, so by the time I got to digitally sketching her out, she came out pretty naturally actually, only needing 1 sketch. However, the coloring wasn't as easy. Don't get me wrong, it was easy. I already knew that her dress was going to be pastel green, but overall it took a few tries and a few turns too, and what's funny is, she was originally supposed to be green and pink, but recently I got the Ibis Paint Pro add-on, and I tried out the color replacement tool to see what would happen, and the default yellow color it gave me was actually really good for this. I don't often use the color green, let alone green and yellow, but It worked way better than I was expecting it to. In the illustration, I wanted her umbrella to be used, since that was her only defining feature for a while. Might as well feature it in a big way, I suppose. If you guessed that Rain was a butterfly, then congratulations, you are correct, she has the wings. I was really focused on how to make Rain actually interesting this time around. You see, she has a shy-ish personality compared to her sister. Cause yeah, she has a sister, but they don't even look like sisters, so that's something I have to work on next time. But I think I have an interesting idea. I think Rain may be more hesitant to talk to people with her words, but I think she's an action speaks louder than words type of person. As in, she's more willing to do stuff. Like, for example, fly over this river to, I assume, get pollen from all those flowers over there. Honestly, if my goal is to get this video out by Wednesday, I don't know why I did so much daring perspective in this and next illustration. For funsies, I suppose? It's pretty worth it for me though. Also, because the character is so small on the canvas, it's honestly just fine actually. With the recent explosion of a certain video, I've been able to reach 1,000 subscribers, faster than I ever expected. Because of this, I've come up with an idea. Be there or be triangle. The last character design in this video is a character who I've decided to name Diantha, whose old design... oh boy. Girl, what is this? I thought I was cooking, but there are 2 contrasting color combos in the same picture. I'll give you 5 seconds to guess what this is supposed to be. A flower, yes, but she has an occupation. Flower ballerina. Yes, I designed this with the intention of it being a ballerina. In what world? That's just a normal dress. And the fact that her eyes are purple, and there's purple nowhere else. Anyway, we're fixing that. I can't get a read on what her personality was supposed to be, and even if I did, I'm not sure I would even care. For design number 1, our top priority is fixing those colors. I chose just one color combo this time around, green and red, and it's a light green and a dark red, so they don't clash like they used to. Next, I make her occupation clear, as I give her a tutu and a ballerina skirt. Also, ballerinas, they tie their hair up in a bun, so I did that as well. But I did something fun with it. Tell me if you noticed, but the combination of the bangs and the bun kinda looks like a flower with 2 very big leaves accompanying it. I love character design. Speaking of silhouette, I also gave her this big extravagant ribbon in the back, for the same purpose of course, and it doesn't show through in the front view, but it is also shaped like a flower. I love character design. Not much change between design 1 to design 2, but now she has eye whites. But strangely, I forgot that I gave her flower-shaped pupils until the very end of this upcoming illustration. Other things in this change list include the shoe ribbons got a bit longer, and new necklace just dropped. That's pretty much it though. I was considering having a bit more hair down for that leafy effect, but in the end, the original design went out. Hell, even the pose stayed the same. Now, this illustration's origins are very specific, so there are exactly 2 drawings of Diantha's old design. One of them is the one that I just showed at the beginning of the segment. The other one is this. This is interesting, because I didn't think I was capable of coming up with like interesting detailed settings yet. Let's analyze. So she's in a very blue cave. There's a waterfall in the back, and she's surrounded by lotus flowers on lily pads. She's supposed to be kneeling on the ground, but really, she looks like she's just swimming or standing in skirt-deep water. I can work with this. Let's recreate it. Author's note, when I first said this to myself, I meant just recreating the circumstances. I did not mean that I was actually going to also digitally paint this, like the last time I did it. But you wanna know what happened? I finished the sketch, right? Then I colored the sketch, just like normal, right? I was about to trace that sketch with lines. Clean sketch number 2, or even perhaps line art. But then, and I could not tell you why I thought this, I thought to myself, why not digitally paint this? What's the worst that can happen? 7 hours! 4 of that was painting! And don't get me wrong, worth it. But it takes a lot of time. For comparison, Teddy's took 2 hours and Rain's took only 4. And I really actually thought to myself, I thought this was going to take more time. Because it usually does. You guys know I only have a set amount of hours in a week, right? Like, I had to postpone this video to record this part of the script. That's how crazy it was getting. On the good side though, I did have a lot of fun doing this on the stream. And it's looking like the most popular stream by far. Most likely because I labeled it productivity stream. What can I say? The people love productivity! That's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one yet again. This has been Rose, and